5:20 past.
Atkins, am I in the habit of being late for a sitting?
No, my lord.
And is it not customary for the judge to be the last to arrive?
Yes, my lord. I was merely wanting to point out...
Yeah?
I was merely wanting to point out, my lord, that you're meeting Miss Sarah from the train at Marylebone, and an early start might well...
I think I get the point, Atkins. Very well.
Let battle commence.
Thanks again for coming down for the weekend. It was very sweet of you. I'm sure there must have been hundreds of things you'd rather have done.
Oh, don't be silly, Sarah. Besides, if I'm to be matron of honour at your wedding next Saturday, the very least I could do was meet the groom. And you know, it's simply years since I last saw the judge. Idiot!
Oh, sorry about that. That's okay. Isn't this business in Reading with the boys won't take long?
You sure I can't give you a lift to London?
No, it's okay. I've got to get this train. Dad is meeting me at the other end and giving me lunch before I go to the sale at Harrods.
Okay. What you buying?
Linen and things.
Linen?
Bed linen.
Ah.
Must-dash, Harriet, or I'll miss this train.
Okay, bye.
See you next Friday.
See you Friday.
Ah, weddings. London return, please. First class. Could you make that first class?
I don't think there's any need to detain you, my lord. If perhaps I could have a very brief and informal statement,
No,
then...
you may not.
Beg pardon, my lord?
You may not have a statement until Chief Superintendent Spikings gets here and personally takes charge of this case.
Sorry, sir, I don't quite follow.
Then let me spell it out for you, Inspector Wilson. And as I get Spikings here, and bloody fast, I shall phone the Chief Constable. Spikings.
It seems a long time since Malaya, sir.
Yes. A lot of water under the bridge.
Out of one jungle into another, eh, sir?
Yes. You saved my life then, Spikings. Yes. Yes, you did. I'm going to ask one more thing of you. Find my daughter's killer.
So, how was your weekend with the judge and his daughter?
Oh, it's fine. I just wish I hadn't agreed to be matron of honour.
You want some?
No, thanks. I had breakfast at the normal time.
Hey, we get that coffee over here?
I wish you wouldn't do that.
The service here, it's like low to no. I'd like my coffee with this meal. you do me a favor?
What?
I want you to write down something for me.
What do you want me to write?
4 adjectives describing your ideal vacation.
What for?
Just do it.
Why?
Come on, we just do it. 4 adjectives describing your ideal vacation.
Hey, those beans get here from Colombia yet? Coffee, por favor?
How you doing?
I've done. Now what?
Let me see.
No.
Come on, will you? Let me see what you wrote.
No, I won't.
You gotta let me see. Don't be ridiculous. Come on, let me see what you wrote.
I don't trust you.
Let me see.
What's the purpose of this?
Well, I busted a shrink once, and he told me that these 4 adjectives tell you how a person really feels about sex. Makepeace.
You're disgusting.
Me? I didn't write those words.
No calls to this office for the next 15 minutes. Right. If everybody's sitting comfortably, I'll begin. Earlier today, a young woman was raped. During the course of the rape, there was a struggle, and the young woman suffered multiple stab wounds, from which she has since died. The preliminary medical examination puts the time of death at approximately 11:20. The incident occurred in a first-class compartment of the train from Banbury to Marylebone, and the time of death indicates that the attack took place somewhere between Bicester and High Wycombe. The assailant could have left the train at any point during the journey, or, if he had the courage, could have waited till he got to Marylebone. A train worker opened the door, and the body of the young woman fell onto the platform in front of her father, who was waiting for the train. He's an old friend of mine, as it happens, Sir Lionel Hackett. 2 hours ago, I received a telephone call from the Home Secretary. Sir Lionel insists that this department handle the bulk of the investigation. There are no witnesses, no fingerprints, and no other information until an autopsy has been carried out. The coroner's inquest is going on at the moment. What the bloody hell is going on?
Put me through to the Chief Constable, will you, please? Yes, Sir Lionel Hackett. Thank you. Oh, hello, Douglas. Yes, thank you. Yes, it is my great loss, my most bitter tragedy. Douglas, I want to ask a great favor of you. And as a father of daughters yourself, I'm sure you'll understand why I'm asking you.
Okay, really.
Look, if you don't want to get involved in this case, I'll understand.
What do you mean?
Well, if we're going to get involved in this, you got to forget that you knew Sarah Hackett. You got to think like a cop, not like...
Like a woman, Dempsey?
I think it's time you and me had a swift chat, Duchess.
10 minutes, okay?
Make it 5.
No, like a friend. You got to stand back and forget that she was your friend. Can you do it?
Yeah.
Telephone, sir. Coroner's office. Sounds in a bit of a panic.
Vikings? He did what? Why? Should I have a word with him? Well, I can't say I blame him, but it doesn't make it any easier. Okay.
Trouble?
His lordship has bent the chief constable's ear, who's got on to the coroner, who's put a hold on the autopsy.
What?
The old man doesn't want her got at anymore. We must just hope that the forensic boys can get the info we need from the carriage and from her clothes. God knows we've got little enough else to go on. Get on to them, will you? See what they're doing.
You remember anything? When you dropped her off at the station?
No, I just drove up. She got out of the car. I offered to drive her to town, but she said she had to meet her father, and I drove off. Do you know what she told me over breakfast this morning? She said that the biggest worry was her wedding night, because she was still a virgin. God.
All right, try and remember. When you dropped her off at the station, did you see anybody? Run it back in your mind. Visualize it.
Dempsey, don't give me that police cadet crap.
You okay?
Round face, sort of chubby. It's close, not quite right. Moustache. He had a thick moustache.
Chaz, call the editor of the Standard. Ask him to hold the final edition front page so we get a photo to him.
Right,
It's 3:15 now. He'll hold it till 4, but he won't like it. Tell him if he runs it before we get the stuff to him, I'll push that photo fit where a photo fit doesn't fit.
Glasses. He wore square glasses. That's him. As near as done if that's him.
Right, Chaz, get 200 copies of that run off at the double. We've got a face. God knows who, but we've got a face.
Look at the state of you. Have you been driving the car like that?
I'm all right. Don't you start.
One of these days you're going to kill someone driving like that. If your father was alive, he'd knock some sense into you.
Of a man they would like to interview in connection with a murder that took place earlier.
My God! What are you doing? Leave it!
Leave it, leave it, leave it. It's nothing to do with me.
That picture was of you!
Sarah Hackett, the daughter of Sir Lionel Hackett, the High Court judge, was today raped and brutally murdered.
Not content with fooling yourself, you bloody won't kill someone! And the judge's daughter, too! He knows you. He employed your father for years. Oh, John. You're not right in the head. I've always known you're not right in the head.
Shut up! Just shut up, will you? I didn't do it! Mum? Mum?
Later on, changing the subject. The outlook for the next few days. Overcast, light showers, clouds in the
Finally, we leave you with the artist's impression we showed you earlier of the man police are anxious to interview in connection with the murder of Sarah Hackett. Harriet, my dear, come in.
Sir, I'm sorry.
No, don't say anything. It's too soon to say anything.
This is Lieutenant Dempsey. He's on loan to us from New York. We work together.
How do you do, Lieutenant?
Evening, Judge.
Are you involved in this?
Gordon Spikings is our senior officer. I thought you knew.
No, I had no idea. Good heavens. Oh. And you're American, are you?
Sure am.
Good heavens.
wondering if there was any chance of,
The autopsy, Judge, we need your permission to have one done.
No autopsy. I won't allow it. I don't want anyone else near my daughter.
Judge, you don't seem to realize you're tying our hands here.
Don't tell me what I realize, Lieutenant. I've spent a lifetime with criminals. Judged them, defended them, prosecuted them. My daughter's been raped. She put up a fight and she's been stabbed to death with the weapon that was intended to make her submit. Must be witnesses. Must be clues. On her clothes. Somewhere in that revolting chain of events will be the murderer. It's your job to find him. But you'll find him without putting any more knives to my daughter.
Sir Lionel, when I dropped Sarah off this morning, there was a man going into the station. He may not even have got into the same train. But at present, it's all we have to go on.
Do you recognize him, sir? We think he's a local man.
No, I'm afraid I don't. Can I keep this?
Yes, of course. I think we ought to be going. If you want to talk, Sir Lionel, you know where we are. Good night.
Good night.
Bye, Judge.
Just our luck. 10 minutes to knocking off time and some Charlie goes by with no lights on.
Evening, Judge. Goodbye, Judge. When you know a High Court judge personally, then it's possible, just possible, to address him as Sir, whoever he is. When you don't know him from Adam, it's more usual to address him as my lord.
My lord, hey, you Brits and your protocol, you know?
Sometimes your insensitive behavior makes working with you unbearable.
Oh, yeah? Well, let me tell you something, sister. Never mind. Who does he think he is anyway, huh? My lord should know how much information you can get off a corpse.
He's her father, that's who he is. She was getting married next Saturday. She was going to London to buy bed linen. And she was my best friend. For God's sake, why can't you understand that, you stupid bastard?
Evening, Sarge. Taken through, Colin. You timed that one well. I trust you've got nothing on tonight. As it happens, I have, Sarge. Could I make a quick call? Why, is it a long job? Well, he's a bit on the cusp. Bit iffy, if you know what I mean. We might be getting Doc in for a blood test. And you've got something lined up, right? Yeah. I'm all set with that bird from the guest showrooms. By the time I get through here, it should have cooled off. Where's matey come from? He's local. He used to go to school with my older brother. He's a bit, you know...
Chaz, the names and addresses of all those people on the train. How many have we got so far?
214, sir.
And how many have been cleared?
Well, they're spread around all over the home counties, but the response so far, particularly from the TV, has been terrific. Trouble is, we'll not know how complete the passenger list is until we get the figures from British Rail. And even they won't be totally accurate.
Why is that?
Well, if some of the passengers bought tickets from a travel agent, British Rail won't know until the agent sends in their month's return. No thanks, Gaff. And a proportion of the passengers may have season tickets. We've got no way of telling whether they travelled or not.
British Rail have got a record of all season ticket holders?
Yeah, but most of those season ticket holders travel in the rush hour, to and from work. There'd be thousands of them.
Get them.
What, all of them?
All of them.
If you could just sign there for me. Thank you, sir. And that there is your blood sample, which you're quite at liberty to have analysed privately. However, if you could just also sign this one for me. Thank you. Now, I'm afraid we're going to have to keep your car in the car park tonight, but you can come back for it in the morning.
Why's that?
Because you're still over the legal limit, sir, that's why. But these officers can run you home.
Oh, no, that's all right. I'll get the bus.
He says he'll get the bus, Sarge. Give us a break.
Yeah, I'll get the bus.
Your evening of unadulterated lust is quite blown away, Constable. So be a good chap and drive Mr. Bates home, OK?
Okay, so you're convinced the guy was a local?
I'm not convinced about anything. It's not beyond the bounds of possibility that he was no stranger to Sarah. Sarah was a local girl.
Good evening. Can I help?
Good evening. Detective Sergeant Makepeace. We're working on this morning's murder case.
Oh, yes, Sarah Hackett. We're expecting a photo fit sometime this evening of the suspect.
No, I got him right here. Only he's not exactly a suspect. He's the only positive ID we have of somebody who was on the railway station. We don't know for sure if he was on that train.
This is my partner, Lieutenant Dempsey, from New York.
Partner?
I use the term loosely.
Yes, well, I can't say it rings any bells. It's funny how these things make everybody look like a criminal.
Oh, now I see why you English like your tea so much.
Purely medicinal, you understand, Lieutenant? To keep the cold away.
Yeah, in summer.
Well, it's quite common in this part of the country to get these sudden snaps of frost, even in summer. Cheers.
Cheers.
We're off then, Sergeant. Constable, let me introduce you. This is Detective Sergeant Makepeace, and this is Lieutenant Dempsey. They're from SI-10.
Come on, Dempsey. Time we got ourselves to the railway station.
Sarge, who's that? That constable is the only long shot we've got to go on. Why, do you know him?
I don't know. It's the moustache. What do you think, Colin?
I was thinking.
It's Bates.
Bates? Who's Bates?
We pulled him tonight, a drink-drive charge. We've just taken him home.
You took him home? What are you running, the cab service here?
It's usual practice, Lieutenant.
You think that may be him?
It could be, but Bates doesn't have a moustache.
So this car's still here, then?
Yes, sir.
Can we take a look?
Sure.
Makepeace. Take a look at this.
Sarah's.
No. I don't think she's here out of choice. Check upstairs. I'll call an ambulance.
Dempsey!
What? What the hell is that?
I think it was moustache.
Morning, up. You've been here all night, sir.
Lists. Names and addresses. Categorized by postcode, age, sex, profession. Big Brother is watching you, Chaz. But no John Bates.
John Bates?
That's Makepeace's photo fit. Purely by accident, nothing to do with detection work.
That's why do we need the lists if Bates is our man?
He might not be, that's why. Well, it seems pretty certain. They found Sarah Hackett's wallet in his car. I don't think there's much doubt about it. Now, and all these names and addresses put into our system free.
It'll take forever, yeah.
Yeah, alphabetically.
Alphabetically?
Yeah, starting with A. Now, I'm going to get a shave and pop across the road to the cafe for some necessary cholesterol. Do not disturb.
So what now, Brains?
Don't ask me. I don't know the difference between a number 4 bus and a number 11 iron at the moment. How the hell did Bates give us the slip?
They'll find them. Unless the judge finds them first.
You really think Sir Lionel's after him?
After him? He's gonna nail him to the wall.
Well, would save the taxpayer thousands. I don't think it'd do Sir Lionel's career much good.
Well, it ain't gonna do Bates's career any good either, especially if he ain't the right guy.
Come on, do me a favor.
Do me a favor. Give me one fact that ties Bates in as Sarah Hackett's killer. Concrete evidence. Exactly.
What we need is some proof. And I know how to get it.
Oh.
Autopsy.
Dempsey, that's been squashed.
What was the name of that doctor you busted 2 weeks ago?
Dr. Robertson. He's on bail. But I don't understand.
I know. This is what we're gonna do. You and me and your junkie doctor friend are gonna pay a little visit to the morgue.
Hi.
He sure is.
What do you want?
Oh, Dempsey, this is crazy. Look at him. He's flying.
Well, he's about to land. Doc, you alone? We interrupt you during surgery hours.
Hey, have you got a warrant?
I don't know. Let me look.
Have I got a warrant?
Listen, you. If I search this place, how much junk do you think I'll find, huh? We're gonna need coffee, black, lots of it. Doc's gonna eat cold turkey for a day, and then we're gonna make a deal.
I'm gonna phone my lawyer.
Try again.
Good evening. This is my partner, Lieutenant Dempsey. We've come to carry out the formal identification of James Desmond, hit and run. I believe he came in this afternoon. Oh, this is Mr. Robertson, his next-door neighbor.
That's in there.
Suppose that's the Hackett girl, is it?
No, she's been filed. Right there, Mr. Robertson. I warn you, there's not a great deal left of him.
You see? You have to ask yourself, why they hire these people? Broads just can't handle this stuff. Listen, would you mind taking her outside for a little fresh air? I'd appreciate it. And I'll finish up with him. Thanks.
Okay, miss. You just hang on to me.
Okay, Doc, that's fine. I'll watch the door. You do your job. Make it quick. Come on.
like it so far, Doc?
I think I want to go home.
Yeah, know how you feel. First, we got to check out those specimens.
Oh, yeah. Where the hell do you think I can get specimens tested at this time of night?
Doc, listen, if we can get in and out of a morgue, get into a hospital lab, ought to be a piece of cake.
No.
What happens if we get caught?
I'll arrest you for breaking and entering.
I don't like it.
You want to leave?
No. Yes.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
I need my head examined.
Well, we've got two results here which may be of some significance. Now, the first is that the smear I took from the victim proved that either the victim or the rapist had syphilis.
You can't tell which?
No. All that we can tell is that the disease is present.
Sarah was a virgin.
So Bates has got a dose. What's the second result?
Well, the second result is a little more specific than the first. The hematology that we did on the blood shows that there was a raised level of HCG.
Say that in English.
Human choriogonadotrophin. It happens sometimes in males in their early 20s. Now, the blood taken from beneath Sarah Hackett's fingernails came from someone suffering from that disease.
Bates is nearly 40.
If any of this comes out in court, I'll deny it, okay?
I got it.
Right, everyone. Drop whatever you're doing and pay attention. Jazz, we have what might be described as a change of direction. Have you put all those names on disk yet?
Yes, sir.
Right. The bloke we're looking for is in his early 20s. He's got HCG. That's a rare form of cancer. He's also got a dose. So here's what we do.
I've got a cross-check.
Where's the cross-reference?
Railway sick list?
Dempsey, get onto the station master.
Yeah, you got a Thornton, a William Thornton on your staff? BD clinic near Marylebone.
Harry, get onto the clinic. Find out when he was last there.
When was that? Yesterday. And what time was the appointment?
Where does he work?
Would you believe Chalfont Hill?
Can you tell me what he was doing yesterday? Oh, that's terrific. Yeah, thanks. He was on the same train.
He's also got a record. And the presiding judge was Hackett. There is someone up there. I saw a curtain move.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. Try the bell again.
Sure.
You ever get that feeling you're not wanted?
Often. Call an ambulance.
You're lucky she's a lady.
Where's our beloved leader?
Not here. Gone off down to Sir Lionel Hackett's house in Chalfont Hill.
What for?
Sir Lionel's housekeeper phoned and reported that she's just discovered that one of the judge's shotguns is missing.
Sit on the chair.
No.
Sit on the chair, or I'll shoot you from the dark that you are. Now, we'll start again, shall we? Spikings! I think you recognize the prisoner in the dark.
I think that's far enough, Sir Lionel.
Stay where you are, Spikings.
You can't take the law into your own hands like this.
The law's gone soft, Spikings. You know it. And I know it. It must be done. Easy.
Sir Lionel, we've got Sarah's killer. He's admitted everything. This man is innocent, believe me.
Bates, did you kill Sarah Hackett?
No, sir.
I'm sorry about this, sir. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to take you in.
Oh, you've been a good friend to me, Spikings, over all these years. Somehow I went off the rails, and
There's nothing a good brief can't put right, sir. I reckon I'll put you out to grass, if you see what I mean.
doesn't matter what happens to me now. Nothing will bring Sarah back. What's the pity?
Yes, sir.
Come on, sir.
Come on, you two, don't sit there all day. We've got a murder, 2 bank jobs, a jewel heist, and a gangland war at the office. And it's still only Monday.
The man is subhuman.
Actually, he's very upset.
Now, just a minute, sir.
Yeah.
Dempsey and I are going to bed.
Yeah?
Separately.
Was it something I said?